Hi friends, once again welcome back in our educational channel, that is Precise Electronics. Friends, in this video lecture we are going to start the second topic, second lecture of our sequential logic circuit, and in that second lecture we are going to study RS flip-flop by using NAND and NOR gate. First of all, what is flip-flop? The flip-flop is a sequential circuit which is used to store bits. It is basically one bit memory cell used to store either 1 or 0, that is high logic or low logic in form of high voltage and low voltage. RS flip-flop is a basic flip-flop which is used in all memory device, which is used as a memory device in digital devices, digital circuits. In this lecture, we are going to study RS flip-flop using NAND and NOR. So first of all, RS flip-flop by using NAND gate. What is NAND gate? NAND gate is a gate which gives a high output when one of the input is low. In case of 2-bit NAND gate, there are two inputs. When one of the input goes to low level, output of this gate becomes high, and this NAND gate is used to construct the RS flip-flop. As there are two inputs, that is a set input and reset input, two NAND gates are used. The circuit diagram of RS flip-flop by using NAND gate is now going to display on your screen. From this diagram, it is clear that in case of the 2-bit NAND gate, one input is our trigger input, that is a set input or reset input, while the output of each gate, each NAND gate is connected as a second input of the next NAND gate. For example, in case of first NAND gate, the inputs are set input and output of lower NAND gate, that is Y. So the input for first NAND gates are S and Y, whose output is Y complement or Y bar. While the inputs for second NAND gate or lower NAND gates are the reset input, that is the trigger input, reset input, and the output of upper NAND gate, that is a Y complement. So Y complement is connected as the second input for the lower NAND gate. So obviously the inputs for second NAND gates are Y complement and reset input. So friends, that is the constructional diagram, or that is the logic diagram of RS flip-flop by using NAND gate. Now we are moving toward the working, how this RS flip-flop by using NAND gate are used to store the bits, how it goes into set mode and reset mode. So friend, the first condition, what is the first state? That is when both set and reset inputs are low. When both set and reset inputs are low, both that NAND gate try to use high output. Because what is the definition of NAND gate? NAND gate is a gate which gives a high output when one of the input drops to low level. In this case, both the set and reset inputs of NAND gates are connected to low logic. The output of both this NAND gate goes to high level. So obviously Y should be 1 and Y complement is also 1. But that is not practicable. So what is the exact output of this condition? That is, we are not able to predict the output state. We are unable to predict the output state. And in this case, the output is considered as unpredictable. It is known as a forbidden. It is known as a race. Why the word race is used? Because both this NAND gate try to use high output, and for that purpose there is a race between them to get the high output. That's why the word race is used. But mostly this condition is considered as forbidden condition. We are not able to predict the output state. That is the first condition. That means when both set and reset inputs are low. Now friends, when the set input is low and reset input is high, when set input is low, the output of upper NAND gate becomes high. When set input is low, reset input is high, output of upper NAND gate is high. What is the output of upper NAND gate? That is Y complement. While the output of lower NAND gate goes to low level, that is Y. So the output is now Y is equal to 0, Y complement is 1, so obviously flip-flop goes into reset mode. That means when the set input is low, reset input is high, flip-flop is in reset mode and output now becomes Y is equal to 0, Y complement is 1. That is second case. Now what is the third case? That is, set input is high and reset input is low. As the set input is high, the output of first NAND gate becomes low. Output of first NAND gate becomes low, while the output of lower NAND gate becomes high. So output of first NAND gate, that is Y complement, that Y complement now goes to low level, while the output of lower NAND gate, that is Y, that goes to high. So in this case, outputs are Y is equal to 1 and Y complement is 0. That means the flip-flop is in set mode. So friends, when the set input is high, reset input is low, the flip-flop is in set mode. So output now becomes Y is equal to 1, Y complement is 0. Friends, the last condition, when both set and reset inputs are high. When both set and reset inputs are high, the output is now remains in a last state. The flip-flop is unable to change the output state, so it remains in a previous state, it remains in a last state. So whatever may be the last state, either it is a set mode or reset mode, the flip-flop remains in last state. So these are the workings, these are the conditions, or these are the stages of flip-flops as per the inputs, that is a set and reset inputs. So friends, now the truth table of RS flip-flop is going to display on the screen. In that truth table, there are two inputs, that is the set input and reset input, and outputs are Y and Y complement. When both set and reset inputs are low, the flip-flop remains in forbidden state. It goes into forbidden state. It is in a rest condition, or it is in forbidden condition. We are not able to predict the output state. So word rest is used, or in some cases the forbidden is used. So when both set and reset are low, the flip-flop is in rest mode, in forbidden mode. Next, when set input is low, reset input is 1, output Y is equal to 0, Y complement is 1, flip-flop is in reset. Next, when set input is 1, reset input is low, that is the third case. So Y is equal to 1, Y complement goes to low level, flip-flop now is in set mode. And when both inputs, set and resets are high, both are 1, 1. So flip-flop now is in last state. It remains in a previous state, whether it is set mode or it is reset mode. So that is RS flip-flop by using NAND gate. Next, RS flip-flop by using NOR gate. So in case of NOR gate, output is high. In case of NOR gate, output is high only when all inputs are low. Output is high only when all inputs are low. That gate is a NOR gate. The logic diagram or construction diagram of RS flip-flop by using NOR is now going to display on your screen. Similar to NAND gate, similar to NAND as RS flip-flop, in case of NOR as RS flip-flop, set and reset inputs are the inputs, that is the trigger inputs applied to each NOR gate, and output of each NOR gate is connected as a second input for the next gate. That means the output of first NOR gate, that is Y complement, is connected to the second input of second NOR gate. So actual input for the second NOR gates are reset, that is R, and Y complement, whose output is now Y. While the input for the upper NOR gates, while the inputs for upper NOR gates are set input, that is the trigger input, set input, and the output of lower NOR gate, that is Y. So the input for first NOR gate or upper NOR gates are set input and Y input, and whose output is Y complement. So that is the constructional diagram, or that is the logic diagram of RS flip-flop by using NOR gate, in which the two trigger input, that is the set and reset, along with the feedback signal, is applied to each NOR gate. So friends, that is RS flip-flop by using NOR gate. Now we are going to study the condition working. First condition, when both set and reset inputs are low. When both set and reset inputs are low, there is no change in the state of the flip-flop. When both set and reset input, when set is 0, reset is 0, there is no change in the state of output of flip-flop. Flip-flop remains in a previous state, or flip-flop remains in a last state. So once again, the last state, maybe it is either set mode or in reset mode. So flip-flop remains in last state or in previous state. Next condition, when reset input is high and set input is 0. S is 0, R is 1. When reset input is 0, when the set input is 0 and reset input is 1, the output of upper NOR gate now becomes high. The output of upper NOR gate is now becomes high. That is Y complement, while the output of lower NOR gate is now remains low. So what is the output at this stage? That is Y is equal to 0, Y complement is 1. That means when set input is low and reset input is high, the output of upper NOR gate, that is Y complement, is 1, Y is 0, so flip flop now is in reset mode. So that is when S is equal to 0, R is equal to 1, flip flop is in reset mode, so Y complement is 1. Next, that is the third case, when set input is high and reset input is low. When set input is high and reset input is low, the output of upper NOR gate now goes to low level. That means the Y complement goes to low level, while the output of lower NOR gate becomes high. That is Y is equal to 1. So in this case, the flip flop is in set mode. That means when the set input is high, reset input is low, the flip flop is in set mode and outputs are now Y is equal to 1, Y complement is 0. That is set mode. What is the last condition? That is when both set and reset inputs are high. When both set and reset inputs are high, both this NOR gate try to give low output. When both set and reset inputs are high, whatever may be the second input, both this NOR gate try to give low output, and for that purpose there is a race between them to give low output. So output at this stage is once again unpredictable. We are not able to predict the output state, and this condition is known as a forbidden condition, or that is known as a race condition. So when both set and reset are high, the flip flop is in race mode or flip flop is in forbidden mode. So that is RS flip flop by using NOR gate. The truth table of RS flip flop using NOR gate is now going to display on your screen. Once again, there are two inputs, set and reset input. The two outputs are there, that is Q and Q complement. When set is 0, reset is 0, the flip flop remains in last state. In case of NAND gate, when the both set and reset input are low, the flip flop is in race mode. But in RS flip flop by using NOR gate, when both set and reset input are low, the flip flop is in last. The next, when set input is 0, reset input is 1, the flip flop is in reset mode. So Y is equal to 0 and Y complement is 1. That is 0, 1, we are getting 0. Flip flop is in reset. When set input is high, reset input is low, now flip flop is in reset mode. Hence, the outputs are now Y is equal to 1, Y complement is 0. So flip flop is in set mode. And the last condition, that is when both set and reset inputs are high, both are 1, 1, the flip flop is in forbidden state. The output is unpredictable. The state is known as a forbidden state, or it is known as a race condition. So that is RS flip flop by using NOR gate. In case of NAND gate, when both inputs are low, the flip flop is in race condition. In case of RS by using NOR, when both inputs are low, the flip flop is in last state. While in case of NAND gate, when both inputs are high, the flip flop is in last state. And in case of RS flip flop by using NOR gate, when both inputs are high, flip flop is in race mode or in forbidden mode. So friend, that is RS flip flop by using NAND gate and NOR gate. And this RS flip flop is a basic flip flop used in digital devices as a memory device. So friends, thanks for watching this video lecture. Bye, take care, see you again.